Welcome to the port city of Mobile, Alabama, here at Hancock-Whitney Stadium for what ought to be a terrific matchup in the 68 Ventures Bowl. There's nothing quite like wrapping up a regular season with a bowl victory. It just leaves a good taste in your mouth going into the offseason. As we'll see a squad from the MAC, the Virginia Cavaliers, taking on a team from the Pac-12, the Yukon Huskies. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started.
Oh, I get ball first.
Kickoff team on the field, ready to start this postseason classic. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. So Virginia's offense will start this game off. And here comes this quarterback. This entire offense is built around him. He is the engine of the entire team.
I mean, he's the leader. He's the alpha. Everybody looks towards him. He's been doing it all year long. Everybody believes in this young man. Big opportunity, big stage.
Out of the gun to give to the back. And he's able to shed one tackle and gets a pretty good pickup. I get it that the game is the primary thing about going to a bowl, but there's so many festivities surrounding it. Jesse, what do you remember about something you experienced?
There was a lot of pageantry when I think back to the bowl games I played in, and you have functions, you get to visit a brand new city, generally in warm weather, you get to meet the other team, there's some friendly competition. The biggest thing that stands out to me, though, was a street brawl against the Miami Hurricanes. Bourbon Street getting ready for the Sugar Bowl, about 120 deep. Hard to forget that.
He's going to run it. Picks up what he can and then slides.
Nice job by the QB, sitting back in the pocket. You can tell he wants to throw the football, go through his progressions. Nothing home, take off and slide. I love the slide at the end. Don't take a big shot.
One thing I've noticed from talking to coaches about their approach to bowl games is how many of them use it as a springboard for next season. They try to focus on developing some of the new guys maybe that have joined them for the bowl practices. Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48. If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. The sure hands, it's Staley. He'll work his way down to the 28. Third down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
Yeah, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmies and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide and I know I trust you, I'm finding.
And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play. After the first down,
Hi, Nick.
Second and short. To the air, it's Parker. Throws toward the end zone. And they took a shot on that one, but couldn't make the connection. It's incomplete.
You know, it's a good decision by the QB because his intended target wasn't open, so throw it out of bounds and you can live to play another day here on this drive.
I'm good, Nick. How are you?
For the 8th snap on this opening drive, facing a 3rd and short. They'll try to run for it.
You've got to be loving what you're seeing from your offense here on the opening drive of this game. They're in a really nice rhythm. They've got real good balance going on right now, and they've got the defense on their heels.
The Cavaliers have it with a 1st and 10. Snags it over the middle. That throw and catch gets them down to the 6, and the defense is running out of answers. Well, guys, bowl season is here. Always fun to get these non-traditional matchups that you don't see regularly. What do you guys remember?
I had him.
And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10.
Well, you just sort of felt like this defense had to do something to get this quarterback out of a rhythm, right? He's been picking them apart all drive long, and finally they come up with a sack.
On 3rd down, going up top. Got it! They will score! Touchdown, Cavaliers!
I think his controller died.
Start from this offense. What a drive. Just when they needed a 3rd conversion. They got it. They put a bunch of plays together, kind of wore the defense out, and in the
Getting set for the point after. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. They put it in the end zone with a 12-play scoring drive. And they finish it off by connecting from 10 yards out. On the run from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. So UConn's offense taking the field for a chance we have to see them today. As we take a look at our impact players for this game, David, what do you look for to make an impact from your leaders?
Your leaders not only have to lead the football team, but they got to step up and make plays on the field, keep everybody calm. These guys typically do a really good job of it.
Yeah, David, and they also generally set the tone for their respective football teams, regardless of which side of the ball they play.
That's a terrible angle.
Towards them to step up in big games like this.
Just searching and looking for the running room as he gets it out to the 26. After the 9-yard pickup on first down, here's 2nd and 1. One back in the backfield, he gets the carry. How about the patience from this sophomore to hunt that green grass?
You ain't getting by all these guys right up the middle unless your offensive line and your tight ends and everybody is putting in the work up front, committing to blocking. The running back does a great job finding the hole, exploding through. How about that nice, big, huge gain? If I'm the OC, let's call that one again.
Well, on that incompletion, the quarterback and receiver just not on the same page. I mean, that wasn't even close.
They go to the draw. They could have used a little bit more there. Pick up 3. It's 3rd and 7.
And those physical runs take a toll. It might not be a big gain now, but down the road, 3rd, 4th quarter, late in the ball games, they tend to turn into bigger runs.
And there was nowhere to go for this quarterback, and down he goes. UConn will have to punt it away. Let's see what he can do with it. They'll put that return to a stop at the 33, but the offense set up in pretty good field position. Okay, so here comes the offense returning to the field. Boy, David, they would love to stack another touchdown on top of that last drive.
And this offense did such a good job on the last drive.
Couldn't get that outside.
The ball down the field, didn't make those mistakes, Jesse, and they need to do it again on this one.
Yeah, you're right. They had the defense on their heels. You wonder what sort of communication was going on that sideline. What sort of changes were they able to make? Because they got to stop the bleeding right now.
Jesus.
And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack.
This defense, they are tenacious. And they've got guys up front that are athletic and that are so strong and can collapse the pocket. You saw it right there in that play action attempt.
First down sack, pushes it back. Now it fires one high and deep. He makes a grab. Slippery slide. Find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Virginia. He's no stranger to the end zone. His 50th career touchdown grab.
Doesn't matter who's calling plays. Doesn't matter who the quarterback is. You throw this guy's direction if you want to win games. He is a difference maker. He's one of the best in the nation. 50 touchdown catches is incredible.
It's just incredible production and just sustained production consistently week in and week out in the lineup. You know, you're going to throw him the football. You know exactly what you're going to get. What an unbelievable number to hit.
The UConn offense goes back to work. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
Hines is back in the middle. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
You know, that play right there shows me that the quarterback has a plan. He had no hesitation. The defense was bearing down on him. He got hit on that play, but he knew where his run.
And the heat gets there. And they get him down at the 14-yard line. UConn will have to punt it away. He only needs a sliver of daylight. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. Virginia sending its offense back onto the field. And David, how they would love to stick it in the end zone one more time after that last drive.
And once you get the defense on their heels and you back them off a little bit, you get in a little bit of rhythm, it's really hard to stop, Jesse. And they're going to try.
Are you serious?
Free on the pitch. He's got the ball, and he'll try to pick up a few.
That ball carrier is very lucky. That easily could have ended up in the hands of the defense. You have got to do a better job of ball security.
Trying to make magic on the scramble. And the defense drags him down.
It's such a good sign for your offense when your quarterback is this dialed in early in the game, right? When the RPO wanted to throw it, nobody open, so he takes off running it himself and gets a big gainer. If I'm the coordinator and play caller, I'm finding more.
Afterburners coming. Touchdown, Cavaliers. And once he got loose, it was all over. How about the renaissance of the tight ends? Inline, flexed out, split out. They can do a little bit of everything.
They really can, and they're asked to block a lot of the times, too. But I'll tell you what, all the wide receivers out wide, the fancy toys, the fancy spread. Don't forget about that tight end. He does a little bit of everything.
Yeah.
Reward the big fella throwing the ball, and he catches, so he really can do a little bit of everything in an offense.
Hauls it in inside his 20, and here he comes. And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. UConn going back to work on offense. Boy, 3 and out last time, David. They'd like to be more productive this time around.
Yeah, in the last drive, nothing really.
He lobs one high down the left side. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it. After the misfire, now on second down. He's looking to throw. Getting some heat. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18.
And they've been waiting for something good to happen with respect to getting after the quarterback, right? They're outside of the top 100 in the country in sacks per game. But finally now, you see they're generating this pass rush. 3 sacks on the game so far.
Going to try to pop one on the screen. And he's a real nowhere man tackled in this no-gain land. UConn will have to punt it away. 3 and out and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Slips through the line. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. Virginia has it back. The Cavalier offense headed to the field. Line gets set. First down. On the option. Not much working there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
As a defensive guy now, you're always zoomed in on the quarterback. I mean, these guys, whether they're throwing the football or running it, at least they have the football in their hands every time. You know where they're going to be. You focus on the defense, locked and loaded, understand what they were trying to accomplish, doing a good job getting to the quarterback, and then make those physical hits count. Finish those tackles with aggressive hits. Make that quarterback feel you for the whole length of the game.
Well, I know this is an offensive line that has a ton of pride. They want to come out each and every game and really impose their will.
A shot toward the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Virginia.
And it's so underrated, the relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing it because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now on game day.
On the move from inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. The UConn offense goes back to work. Maybe they learned something from their opening script of plays, David, but other than that, this has been an abject disaster.
And I think they learned what not to do. I mean, this has been an abject disaster. They haven't done anything right, offense, defense. Farmer, this one's ugly, and it's still early.
Yeah, I'd normally say, well, it's first quarter, just don't worry about it, there's time, but this is the worst start you possibly could have had. So they need to score a touchdown right here.
And with that stop, we are headed toward the end of the first quarter. Guys, that's the end of the quarter, and Virginia has the lead here. Man, that was an impressive and dominant first quarter. Let's take a look at the stats before we move on. This could be a pivotal moment in this game as we open the second period and they try to find a way to answer. Second down now as they're ready to go back to work.
42 Spider. 4.
Going to the ground. Good job running tough and behind his pads as he gets up to the 38-yard line. Here on third down, will they go back to the running game? From the gun, wants to pass. Firing to the right, complete. He'll have enough for the first down, and they stop him at the 45. This UConn offense really has it going. To the air on first down. Throws to the wideout. Wide open downfield. They make the stop at the 41, but it's a 15-yard pickup, and they're rolling with a first down. The Huskies come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Looking for a physical attack from the gun.
And a lot of times you want those big plays. You want those splash plays. But sometimes you're going to take some losses. You're not going to run the football overly well. But if you continue to run it, you can at least create some balance. You at least have a threat of it. Otherwise, you're just going to abandon it, and now it's just going to be a passing game.
Pulled down after a pickup of 5, but they knocked that defense back, and they've got it down to the 34. Third and short, coming from the 34. You wonder if this is 4-down territory. They'll try to move the chains on the ground. And the defense had his hands full, but they finally wrestle him down short of the first down. Fourth down and 1, and they'll go for it.
Oh, no.
At the 20, he's got space. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, UConn. And a huge run from the back for 6.
Man, it's nice to have a running back that can do that. That makes everything else easy on offense. Hey, hand it to that guy who makes a big play. Yes, please.
And the extra point splits the upright. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets.
Oh, he couldn't get that block.
And the return man showing great vision to be able to find some space and put his team in much better field position. Virginia sending its offense back onto the field. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect him.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out everybody right now on the same page.
They'll snap this one from the 42. It's 1st and 10.
God
They're
damn it.
trying to get to it. And he
I hit the wrong button.
and down he goes.
Well, we knew coming into this game, this defense had some matchups they felt really good about up front. They won one right there, getting to the quarterback, creating a negative play, and they're going to need these guys to start winning more of those because they are finding themselves in a hole here early in the game.
Got his man quickly. And he's able to shed one tackle and pick up pretty good yardage.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know.
He hurls one deep down the left side. And he makes the catch at the 10. And he'll take it in. They couldn't get it on the ground. Touchdown, Cavaliers.
Man, that's a play this kid has been running ever since he was 7 years old at the park with his best friend, throwing go routes right down the field. I'm running by a guy, I'm looking back, locating the football, making the catch, and he does it in a big moment here in this game.
Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And the returner runs out of real estate as he goes down. UConn going back to work on offense. There's certainly still a hill to climb, but they've got to make sure these drives pay off. Got a touchdown last time. Can they back it up here?
Well, and it's amazing in a football
Safety.
game now. Sometimes they'll
What?
surprise you with what
There's
you
no
do.
way that wasn't a
Once you get
safety.
settled and realize what's going on now. I'm comfortable with it. Jesse, this offense looked comfortable on its last drive.
They sure did. It looked like they started to find some momentum. So now it's on this defense to stop that, right? You're a little bit upset based on what just happened the previous drive. You've got to bow up again and go back to what was working earlier in this game.
And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down.
Ooh, and I love the running back here. Running into the blitz, he saw the extra defender. He was able to put his foot in the ground and make a miss. That was a good play.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to
Safety.
turn one loose downfield. He just kept going backwards. You have to step up, and they get him for a safety. They'll boot it away from their own 20 after taking the safety. Hauls it in at the 25. He's brought down after a good return, gets it out to the 31. Virginia has it back. The Cavalier offense headed to the field. Opening snap of this drive comes from the 31-yard line. He's looking to throw it. He'll loft one deep down the left side. And he makes the catch inside the 20. Touchdown, Virginia. And once he found daylight, it was Katie bar the door, baby. Well, I'm not sure who was closer to the receiver there, the defensive backs or us here in the booth.
That was great execution on offense. Receiver wins the route one-on-one, shows off his speed, gets himself wide open. There was no question where the quarterback was going at that point. Nice job.
And he takes this from inside the 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The UConn offense goes back to work. And the last time they had the ball, they wound up giving up a safety, Jesse.
Yeah, that was ungood the last time they had the ball. So they got to do something here offensively to get into a rhythm, running and throwing the football. Try to find that consistency, Bill.
And try to find something positive with this offense. Forget about the safety. Those don't happen very often. Try to get some first downs together. Get some good mojo going.
Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. Trying play action. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15.
This quarterback is thinking to himself, I need to get an NIL deal at some restaurant so I can take my offensive line out and feed them more, because I don't think they like me very much right now. I've been sacked 6 times in this game. It's time to get that new NIL deal.
No way.
And he's got enough for the first down. It'll be at the 35.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on 3rd down. Awesome job.
How did he get kicked out?
In his sophomore season, he's really learned to find that running room. And the Huskies are on the move. They're going to go right back to him on first down. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
How about the defender being a heat-seeking missile? He was on radar lock. He found the football and flew down with some bad intentions.
They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another first down.
And there was no question in that scenario. That's where the quarterback was going. He knew he had his receiver in a matchup that he liked, running a route where he would find himself open. Nice job between those two.
Just too much juice on that one as he airmails his receiver out of bounds.
And the quarterback and receiver just not on the same page on that last play. Timing has got to be so critical, especially when you're throwing to the perimeter of the field. They just didn't have it there.
Quick strike complete. Stopped after making the catch. Well, they made the grab, but the doors closed quickly after that.
And I like this. I want to find my running back, but Man, he's got to do a little more damage after the catch. I need a stiff arm. I need a spin move.
How?
I need
Such a
something where he can
awful
make that
angle,
guy
man.
miss. He can pick up a bunch of yards and maybe get a big play out of it. And they just kind of sneaked that one in there as a defensive guy, 3rd and 5+. I'm thinking pass. They were thinking pass, Palmer, and they slipped the run in.
And it's so nice then to have this guy at running back too, right? Because you could throw it to him on 3rd down or hand it off. And he's got the vision and the athleticism to go pick up that first, keep the drive going.
UConn comes to the line with a 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He'll pick up 3 before he's downed at the 6. Now it's 2nd and goal. The run up the middle, trying to steamroll his way in. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. They've gotten pushed back, but it's still 3rd and goal. From the gun, wants to pass. Now improvising. Oh, big juke
No
again.
way.
And he runs through 1 tackle and picks up a few.
Nice job by the defense, man. Understanding the situation, you can tell.
What a sad field goal.
Like they were playing a little bit deeper in the end zone, and the QB takes off. Nice job corralling the football. I'll tell you what, brings up an interesting decision now after that positive game to see if they want to go for a 4th and goal.
After that last field goal drive, they're set to kick it away. He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. Buys just enough space to cross the 25. Let's mark it at the 27-yard line. 1st down here with time for maybe one more play until the 2-minute warning. Running back searching for a hole. As we reach the 2-minute warning, they'll need to try to get a stop to keep this thing from getting out of hand. Big chunk play to start this drive. Now they'll really try to take it to this defense. Fast motion from the offense. Touch pass on the jet sweep. Inside the 45. And it is a chunk play. A huge gain on that one before the defense brings it to an end.
I love that play call, and I love the timing of the pre-snap motion. Because the quarterback was able to get it to the receiver right behind the offensive line, because of the timing, he was able to outflank the defense.
A shot toward the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown, Cavaliers.
Have a day, young fella. I foresee some social media posts in his future. Not 1, not 2, but 3 receiving touchdowns on the day. What a ball game.
And the extra point splits the uprights. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. He'll start the return inside his 5. And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. And now the offense will come onto the field again. They find themselves in a pretty deep hole here, but maybe a chance to grab a little momentum and regroup at halftime.
Yeah, a big chance. Like this is an opportunity. This is the biggest opportunity in front of them in the game right now. You got to get some points on the board. You got to create something positive, Jesse. There hasn't been a whole lot to be positive about in the first half.
If I'm playing quarterback, I'm locating my go-to guy at receiver. Who can...
Pass on the way. It's picked off. Not a lot on the return, but they can live with that as they've got it at the 49.
Well, the offense turns it over, and talking to their coaching staff before this game, they talked about how important it was to have good ball security and not give the opponent extra possessions. That time, poor decision by the quarterback, and the defense made them pay.
Looking to pass. It's Parker. Looking for a huge play. Makes the grab. Gets the foot down. Just precision execution on that big play. And it looks as if they buzzed down. Replay wants to have another peek at that last play. And you know the standard is indisputable video evidence, and the officials will change the call. And the Cavaliers have taken it inside the 20.
Oh my God, what the...
Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry.
One of the reasons I love this defense is because their DBs get involved and they come screaming downfield. That's a pretty good athlete playing quarterback on that.
He's going to let it go. Touchdown, Virginia! And they take it in for 6 more points.
When these offenses get in the rhythm, they're hard to stop. Already up early, got a short field, take advantage of it too, get another touchdown. This offense is doing whatever they want to do and having a lot of success.
And the extra point is good. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And the score coming on the touchdown pass from 55 yards out. The kickoff team on the field as they'll send this one away. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. UConn going back to work on offense. This late in the half, you're behind. You'd love to create something before the break to build momentum, Jesse.
But you've also had some miscues on offense, a big part of why you're losing the game right now. I'd take it into halftime, make my adjustments, and come out ready.
Oh, what kind of angle is
Yeah,
that?
I'm going to take it into halftime too, Paul. But I'm trying to put some points up right here. Be aggressive, set the tone, be like, hey, listen, this is what you're going to get in the second half, so find something really quickly you can go to.
After that big gainer to open things up, they'll put it in play from the 40. Buying some time. Able to get just a few before sliding to avoid the hits. There's a timeout called as this offense tries to find a way to draw a little closer. He's going to pass on second down.
Oh, Pickett.
Oh, the freshman lucky that one didn't get picked off. Just this side of midfield, the defense trying to rise up on 3rd and short from the 49. Looking to throw for it.
God.
He's got it down the middle. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. UConn comes to the line after getting another first down. He wants to throw. Fires to the wideout. Got him downfield. They just gashed the defense on that one, and they've got it down to the 23. This offense absolutely humming as they come to the line again. He's going to pass.
God damn it, man.
Short throw to the sideline, complete. He steps out of bounds with the first down.
And you see on that play the confidence that he has in that playmaker on the perimeter of the field. He's already had a couple catches in this game. It seems like he's always open. And right there, nice job fitting that football into a small space and great awareness by the receiver getting his feet down in bounds.
Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Right back up top on 2nd and 10.
Out of bounds.
This was going to be incomplete. He was trying to make the connection in the back corner of the end zone.
And that is a huge missed opportunity for the quarterback. You've got your guy wide open in the end zone. You're not under pressure. You just got to hit him. That ball got away, and that's one he'd like to have back.
Didn't have anything working and just had to throw it away on 3rd down. Their hope for a touchdown gone by the boards, but they'll try to put up 3 before going to the locker room. And this one splits the uprights. And they'll put 3 on the board, but the deficit remains huge. So they get the late field goal right before the half, and not much time after this kickoff for an answer. Fair catch called for and made. Just enough time for one final play of the half. Looking downfield, it's Parker. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. And this will be caught at the 30. And he'll take it all the way. They couldn't bring him down. Touchdown, Cavaliers.
And I love this offense, man. Staying aggressive. Just because you got the lead, you know people can score points in bunches. This offense keeps the foot on the accelerator, scores again on the final play. Now this offense has even more of a cushion going into halftime.
That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Reese, talk about an edge of your seat type first half, or as they call it there in Mobile, just another typical 68 Ventures Bowl.
The Cavaliers will line up to kick off and start the second half. On the run from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The UConn offense goes back to work. While that first half certainly wasn't what they had in mind, maybe a big comeback is in the offing here in bowl season.
And I think that's a nice way of saying they were awful in the first half. They were terrible.
How's my D-line get pancaked?
Motivation. One thing I know, they were clearly not motivated, Palmer.
No, they didn't look focused at all in that first half, David, but this is a team that has a ton of talent. If they can put it here together in the second half, they can close the season out with an exclamation.
Keeps it moving for a 3-yard gain to the 24. Boy, could they use a conversion on 3rd and short from their own 24. They'll try to power their way ahead. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. UConn will have to punt it away.
Oh, he took all my backups out.
4th time he's punted tonight. Makes a move. Not able to pop the big return, but they've got the ball back and ready to go with a fresh possession. Virginia sending its offense back onto the field. They torched this defense with an explosive passing play for a score last time out. Let's see if they go right back at him. Offense set on 1st down. Hold and finds his man on the left. And he'll ramble to the 34 before he's finally knocked down.
What a weapon this guy is, right? The tight end position, not only can he get open, he can run away from people after the catch. He's a big dude, so he's hard to break down anyway, but the speed is what makes him different.
Finds a crease at the 20. And he put his foot in the ground and turned it upfield and turned it into a big play. Great decision to keep it. Inside the 15, 1st and 10 from the 14. They won't let him in. He had a nose for that end zone, but he will be stopped short.
Yeah, he does a really good job being decisive, getting downhill, being a great runner. And guess what? You know how easy offense is when you get me at 2nd and short, 2nd and medium.
Oh my God.
They'd love to pick up this 3rd down and get a fresh set with 1st and goal. They'll run for it on 3rd and short. Down to the 3-yard line, and that's where they'll have it 1st and goal.
Yeah, a nice job dialing up that short yardage situation play call there, David. They needed 1 yard, and they picked up 2.
Yeah, great job up front. Great job by the back knowing where they need to go. Nice having a hole you can get through and not have to just do it all on your own as a runner.
God damn it.
The D scoops it up, and everybody reverses field. And he's brought down, and this defense gets the ball back for its own.
Those are hard for offensive linemen when they get beat. You're going, no, look out for your blind side, watch out. But they had a great job rushing the quarterback, getting him on the ground, and getting the football out. A little extra bonus. Nice job by the defense getting nasty.
Weaves his way ahead and gets 5 out to the 18-yard line. Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. Right back to the well. Oh, what a move! A little more space. Open up that playbook even more as they pick up the 1st down out to the 30. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Handoff to the single back. Cross the 30 out to the 33 and gains 4 on the play.
When you're a defense that is stop the run first, that is your first responsibility. It makes the whole game easy. And right now, they got it going on the ground. The defense is going to have to change something up. These little tiny dink and dunk, dink and dunk. You keep doing this, they'll go all the way down the field on you, so you might want to get a little bit more aggressive.
Wow, this offense is doing nothing. They've already punted 4 times and staring at the possibility of a 5th. They'll move the chains after he gets it to the 43-yard line.
You know, they pride themselves on being physical at the point of attack, dominated at the line of scrimmage. Nice job there picking up the 1st down.
The give to the back.
Jesus, my backup's getting mauled.
3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7.
And it's just simple. Simple first down run, showing your physicality, setting your offense up in a good spot.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. And a decent gain there before the defense makes a stop.
All right, they've shown this formation a lot of times, especially in the first half. Now what do? They show the formation, pull some guys and run a counter backside. Beautiful play design. Way to adjust in the second half.
That falls incomplete. They had the screen all set up, and he couldn't hang on to the ball. UConn will have to punt it away. They may have to pay him overtime. He's punting for the 5th time today. Another punt on the way. Got to make sure those hammies and glutes all activated. Don't want any muscle pulls from overuse. They'll get him corralled and down at about the 19-yard line. The offense set for a first down play. On the move, it's Rush.
Oh.
Knocked down after picking up 5 out to the 24.
I like it. Just frustrate the defense. Get them 5 to 6 yards. Make them honor the run. Make them know that you're willing to run the football and run it effectively.
Quarterback wants to throw on 2nd down. He's got him along the sidelines. Beautiful footwork for the first down.
Nice job there by the receiver on the out route, not telegraphing where he's going. You can't be peeking to the outside, giving the defender an opportunity to break on the ball. He kept his eyes right down the field. DB had no idea where he was going, and that helped make that completion a whole lot easier.
2nd down coming up. He's looking to throw. He tries to take the top off, and he reels it in inside the 30. Touchdown, Virginia! And the stomping has commenced. Quarterbacks love receivers that can get separation, but that amount of separation is a little excessive.
I agree, Reese, and I think the defense needs to have a little powwow on the sidelines and talk about what just happened, because that was an absolute busted coverage on the back end. Defense can't keep playing like that.
On the move from inside is 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. UConn going back to work on offense. They hope to be able to cash in on this drive, David, after having to punt it last time.
Yeah, and I think this offense needs to start it with the first play. You need to be successful and productive on that first play, and it gets you in less predictable situations.
No doubt, too. Don't you just feel like there's a little bit more sense of urgency on this drive? It just feels like they've got to be able to put some points up on the board here.
They'll throw it on 1st down. He's got an open man. Mooney ruins the big gator with a fumble. Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover.
Man, that's a big mistake. And listen, I'm still going to force feed my playmakers. If I'm that quarterback, I'm that OC, I'm walking over to that guy and be like, listen, it's okay. It's a little bit of a mistake. We're still going to find ways to get you the rock. You're too important to this team not to give you the football.
Opening play of this drive comes from the 34. And a 9-yard gain on 1st down leaves them with 2nd and short.
I know it's sexy to throw the football, but if you can pound it away and get these kind of gains, they will just add up, wear the defense down, get first downs, and ultimately get some points.
He looks that one in nicely. Brought down at the 48 after a gain of 5. They'll line up right at the 48-yard line on 1st and 10. He'll ride his man on the option. Quick toss. Perfectly timed on that pitch, and they pick up the 1st down on the play. And the Cavaliers will snap it on 1st and 10. Looking to move it through the air.
God damn it.
He'll try to do it
No,
himself.
I was outside the
And the
pocket.
flag comes in as this one falls incomplete. Let's see what the call is.
What?
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. 1st down here for the offense.
Damn, Henry's only down up 14.
Snapped it in the shotgun. This time he's got his man. And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one.
You know, the defense doesn't have an answer for this slot guy right now. They may want to think about bracketing him, having a defender play to the outside and to the inside. Probably some sort of zone coverage where you're trying to get two bodies, forcing the quarterback to have to go somewhere else with the ball.
Ball spotted at the 27. It's 1st and 10. He's looking to throw it. Pocket starts to collapse. Oh, he drops the football. He had him right down the gut of the field. Instead, it'll be 2nd down. And here comes play number 6 of the drive. Looking to throw it again. He's got him this time. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the 1st down marker.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm.
The Cavaliers will try to pick it up on 4th down. Off the RPO, throw right, looking for the chains. Touchdown, Cavaliers! And the route is on. The offense strikes again to extend its lead here in the 2nd half.
And they got everything working. How great is this? You extend your lead, now you get your defense back on the field. Great job taking advantage of the situation and building on that lead.
About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The UConn offense goes back to work. As it turns out, the fumble on that last drive set up the touchdown, David.
And there's no bigger stat in football than turnovers. You turn the football over, they turn it into points. Jesse, that is not a recipe for success.
Good news, though, they get another chance, right? They can make amends with this drive right here. That's all that's important. You've got to execute, you've got to lock in.
After the quarterback and receiver failed to hook up, they'll try it again on 2nd down. To the ground with the back. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
You know, the runner just has to have a little bit more patience. Bounce that thing outside a little too early, and as a result, lost yards.
On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. How about that play to get a hand in there and force the incompletion? UConn will have to punt it away. They're up to a half-dozen kicks today. He gets a block. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. Virginia has it back. The Cavalier offense headed to the field. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute, David.
Yeah, and it's just maintained.
And he makes the grab and gets the foot down. What a job for a huge gain there. So after the huge chunk play, they've got it 1st and goal from the 10.
Thank you very much. That's what the quarterback's thinking on that last play. I think he was even shocked that his receiver was that wide open downfield. He'll take it.
2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. He's looking to throw. Feeling some heat. And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack. Guys, that's the end of the quarter, and Virginia has the lead here. Well, guys, so far, this has been a massive beatdown, and it would appear the biggest challenge is what kind of records can they set as we have a look at the 3rd quarter stats. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. And that ball is intercepted at the goal line. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
Obviously, this game hasn't gone the way they would have liked, but coaches are always looking for positive moments and things that you can build on. How about that young man going out, getting an interception? Yeah, they're being blown out. They're probably not going to win this football game, but that is the type of play that as a coaching staff you can build on for next week's game.
Lost one deep down the right side.
Why did it go that guy?
And it's incomplete. Good play downfield by the DB.
And it's just been that kind of day for this quarterback and this offense, guys. They have never been able to get into a rhythm throwing the football. Timing's been off. Accuracy hasn't been great. We've seen some drops. Just not in sync. And that's why they find
Why do you miss a sack, man?
Right here late in the game.
Gets him on the ground at the 31, but a nice pickup of 15 yards there. Finally, some signs of life from this offense, which has done nothing in the second half. It's 1st and 10. Unloads to the wideout.
No way.
Way downfield. He knew exactly where he wanted to go with that one, and they've got enough for the first down. The Huskies come to the line with a new set of downs. Comes out throwing on 1st down. And the quarterback is snowed under.
I think this quarterback now at this point is looking over the sideline saying, hey, can we just not throw it anymore? I mean, my guys, they can't block for me. I've got no chance back here. We need to just run the ball from this point.
On 2nd down, he'll fire. With the catch, it's Montgomery. Tripped up for the tackle.
And that's a really nice route by the wide receiver. Just understanding I got to win right now. I got to get inside of that guy. And I know I'm going to get contact. You run over the middle of the field on a slant, you're going to get hit. Nice job securing the catch, making the play.
And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the 1st down. The offense lines up at the 40. They've got a 1st down. With the catch, it's Montgomery.
You just get the feeling this defense is going to make it hard on them, right? They've got the lead. It's late. They're going to try to tackle everybody inbounds. Offense is going to have to really work for this and be smart. You got to attack the sidelines. You got to throw 1st down. You got to keep this thing moving.
And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Husky.
And this has been a rough day for this offense, and finally, some good things to happen. Build some momentum maybe for the future. You know, that's the way the coaches spin it when you're getting beat up and you're getting destroyed. Like, let's find something for the future. Let's keep fighting. Let's keep working. This team's done that, put some points on the board, so it's not all bad.
From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. And they'll haul down the returner to start us on the next drive. Virginia sending its offense back onto the field. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions. But I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did in the first part of that drive that made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? On this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick. Forget about it, move on, play the next play.
They really got things moving on this drive. Second play of the drive comes from the 37. And he hauls it in inside the 30. Flying down the right side. Touchdown, Virginia. And the beatdown has ensued.
And this always is the debate of where you fall. It's your job to stop me or I should get concerned. Because this offense obviously has had themselves a day. And apparently their day's not over. They're going to continue to keep scoring. And the defense better do something about it.
And he takes this from inside the 5. And the coverage team able to make the tackle. UConn going back to work on offense. They'll throw it on 1st down. Nice defensive play to get a hand in there and knock it away.
It's a nice adjustment by the defense here. With a big lead in the game, you're putting extra DBs on the field, knowing the offense has to throw to get back in this one in the 4th quarter. So your best cover guys on the field, and they force an incompletion on the last one.
And that was some kind of collision between a couple of big bodies there, and he stopped from getting the 1st down. He'll throw on 3rd down. He's got his man. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling there out to the 35. After that completion, move the sticks. It's 1st down. He'll just keep slinging it. Throws to the back.
Nope.
Complete. Good pickup there as he gets the 1st down, and they'll mark him at the 48. This UConn offense really has it going. He'll come out throwing on first down. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. Caught near the sideline, it's Montgomery. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one. Completion a little short of the sticks, it's second down. He's looking to throw, trying to get to it. They're working that left side. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains. Ball is at the 35. It's first
My
and
backups
10.
make a play.
He wants to throw. Now he's going to break the pocket.
You.
And he has a solid gain on the play before sliding.
Yeah, I think you're just seeing the experience this guy has, right? He's so poised. Initially, he's flushed out of the pocket, nothing's open, and he doesn't panic. He's not throwing it away. He's not sliding early. He just knows where the defense isn't.
Make a play.
With his speed and get a positive play.
Huge game before he goes out of bounds, and now they've got it first and goal. So close to cashing it in for this offense. A first down run on the doorstep. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line. We'll see if the offense can punch it in on second and goal. He's looking to throw. Using his legs to buy some time. And he tries to get away, but he cannot. He's taken down. He'll lose a couple.
In that second down play, the defense, I think, was expecting pass. So you saw them come firing upfield. They use their speed. They use their athleticism. They win the one-on-ones, and they get a big-time sack.
And they've got him down after the short completion, but they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. A field goal really doesn't do much for you in this situation, so they'll go for it on fourth and goal. The give. He's stopped, knocked down behind the line of scrimmage on fourth and goal, and they'll have it at the 3.
And how about the defense coming up big on fourth and short? You know they're going to run the football. Great job stacking the box, getting the big stop.
And that's a very productive first down play and bringing up second and 3.
Yeah, that's exactly what you want to do. Late in the ball game with the lead, establish the run, establish the physicality. And you know what helps?
Go.
And a sack all the way back at the 5.
They got more sacks than a grocery store. Goodness gracious, time and time again, getting to the quarterback, getting him on the ground. This defense having their...
Going for it all. Holds it in on the left. All kinds of running room. He's at the 10. And they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add their total.
Points, and more points. This offense has had their way. They just keep their foot on the gas, keep putting up points, keep putting up touchdowns. And you know what? This is one of those stats days. You look back and you're like, that guy had 12 touchdowns on the year. Well, 4 or 5 of them might have been in this game.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The UConn offense goes back to work. That last drive was promising at times, but stalled out, and they turned it over on downs, Jesse.
I think they got to do a better job here, just being better early in the downs. On first down, finding positive.
The expressway is wide open. And the tackle is made, but not before that completion gets them 30+. And Jesse, there's a huge mountain to climb here, but you might as well start with a chunk play.
Well, you got to start somewhere, Reese. It's been tough going for this offense all game long. They find themselves in a hole, but
Man, my backups are ass.
Keep taking shots. Keep trying to claw your way back into this one.
And this offense has got to kick it in high gear now. Making a big play, that is great, but we got to go up-tempo. We got to go fast. We're trailing big in this ball game. We got to put a lot of drives together and maybe even get lucky with an onside kick.
Noses his way forward, maybe gets one. They'll mark it at the 18. Didn't get much on first down. It's second and 9. They'll run play action. That's it wide. Can't make the grab. Quarterback just missed him a little bit.
This defense has just been all over this guy all game long. Under pressure. They're finding a way to get to him and affect his rhythm. Of course, they have an interception in this game. That's why they've got a big lead.
Pass rush gets
Are you serious?
home, gets him down at the 23.
This is just so demoralizing. You want to talk about taking a game over. That's what this defense is doing right now. They are just winning in the trenches. They're easily the more athletic and more physical unit up front, dominating this arena.
Kick is good. The offense has 3 points to show for the drive. Well, they got 3 back, but that's about all you can say about it. From inside his own 15, looking for room. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. Virginia has it back. The Cavalier offense headed to the field. First down here with time for maybe one more play until the 2-minute warning. They'll run it, trying to drain time off the clock. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and this offense is that much closer to salting away a victory. After trying the running game on first down, they come to the line on second down. He's looking to throw.
Oh my God, wrong button.
And the pass to the sideline will pick up a short gain. Well, we are winding it down, guys. Only a few more plays left in this season. Also wrapping up a really outstanding performance for this offense.
Yeah, and they're sending out the seniors on the right foot. Guys, we've seen a lot of great football. There have been so many tremendous moments and individual efforts, David. This is a year in college football I know I'll never forget.
Won't forget it. Loved working with you guys. Loved being in the booth. Loved covering these football games. I'll tell you what, a lot of excitement in college football surrounding the sport, man. Let's just keep loving on it.
Oh, he's ready to take a shot. Makes the catch along the left sideline, and that is a big pickup. Some might have the philosophy to milk the clock. Others have this philosophy. Just keep going at them.
Until you stop me. And I think the offense, you can tell, it's pretty clear.
And they're going to put another one into the end zone as they just keep piling points on the scoreboard. Like a Thanksgiving turkey. They're just being carved. No shot. They have no idea how to get in this quarterback's head.
He's on fire. Everything he's doing, he's working defensively. We got to figure something out. We got to try to do something a little bit different. Bring more pressure. At this rate, shoot, he's on so much fire, you might as well just send everybody. Blitz everybody, live with the results, because everything else ain't working anyways.
And the returner will be knocked down. UConn going back to work on offense. Well, this has pretty much been an evisceration, an old-fashioned stomping, Jesse.
Yeah, and listen, this is one of those games where you're not necessarily throwing the playbook in the trash after this one, but I do think this coaching staff, David, really has to be honest with themselves and rethink what schemes are working and not working.
He lost one down the sideline. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on.
And this defense has put a game together. Like, it is hard to put all the facets of defense together. Run defense, pass defense. They've been so good, man. Dialed in. You could tell they were ready. They were fast.
And the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12.
The defense puts the exclamation point on the day. They have had a wonderful day, man. Doing everything great. Just, you could tell they were dialed into what was going on. And now just throw another sack in the equation. Hitting the quarterback, being disruptive. They've been all over the field. And this offense is going to have to find more explosive plays. And it can't just rely on the dink and dunk. It's going to have to find itself and score more points. Listen, they got beat up today. But moving on in the future, they've got some good pieces. They got to find a way to fit them together, create some explosive plays on this offense, because today they've been lacking.
Virginia sending its offense back onto the field. They're in command of this game. Now let's see if they try to rub a little salt in the wound or happy with getting the W.
Yeah, and listen, this makes the post-game handshake fun sometimes. If we do choose to rub a little salt in it, keep chucking it, keep scoring. I'm here for it, Jesse. Like, your job is to score points. It's my job to stop it. Keep the foot to the accelerator. Keep trying to play ball.
I agree 1,000%. That's like Steve Spurrier back in the day when I was playing for the Gators. You go and play for him because you want the opportunity to throw the ball. So when you get in the game late, you're not handing it off. We were beating Central Michigan by 80-something points. He was still letting us throw the football. It's the defense's job to stop.
And I'm a fan of this, man. Run the football, eat the clock. We got the lead. This offense has put together a nice day, man. Like, just balance, rhythm, timing, play calling, everything has worked. That's why they built this lead. They've had a great day today.
And he's sacked A big play on 4th down to stop this drive. One more play to pad the stats. Going up top on 1st down. Deep shot for the end zone. And the pass is incomplete. They were going for the fabulous parting gift, but instead will just go home with a loss. So after stumbling around a bit earlier this season, they put together 3 consecutive wins and seem to have righted the ship.
Dang right. How do you handle adversity? Every coach talks about that. They dealt with it now. They got the loss. They had a little bit of struggle early in the season. What do? You respond by putting a winning streak together, gaining some momentum as the season closes.
And sometimes the good thing about losing games early is that you know you're not perfect. You have to come out. You've got to bring your A game to the park each and every week. And that's what we've seen from this team now recently. They've got tremendous players, got an outstanding coaching staff. When they put it all together and they play with great effort, this team's tough to beat.
So that's